In the Outer Banks, the coastline has been inching closer and closer to the road, and the ocean is swallowing some beachfront homes. 9 homes have collapsed into the Atlantic in just the last week or so. But what may surprise you is that this risk is not deterring buyers.
Wow. All right. So real estate agent for SERHANT in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Kirsten Shackelford joins us now. Thanks for being with us this morning. I was a little surprised to hear, but people are still drawn to some of these oceanfront properties despite the risk. What's going on?
They absolutely are. So it's kind of funny. We've seen a stronger buyer demand this year than even last year.
Wow.
And what do you think the reason for that is? Are these homes that they're purchasing right up against the waterfront that could be the next to collapse? And they're thinking, well, let me just enjoy a beachfront property while I have it for 5 years. Or is there some other element at play?
I don't think it's that really at all. We very rarely are seeing these condemned homes come up for sale. We're just seeing an increasingly strong Outer Banks market. And I think that just kind of goes to some of the notoriety we're getting. But usually once most of these homes are sold or condemned, they're not sold again.
Okay.
That makes sense. I've got a question for you, because when we look at these homes, man, it breaks your heart to see how many have been claimed by the waters. If you're a homeowner, you've lost your structure, but when you buy a piece of property, you also buy the lot of land that it comes on. So if you've lost your home, what happens to that lot of land? Do you know, is it part of the ocean now? Do you still own it?
So these homeowners actually still own the land until they get to the point where they're exhausted by taxes. And then if they want to deed it back to the national seashore, they can do that.
Oh.
Otherwise, that property is still theirs until they do something with it.
Wow.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that is a really interesting thought. One thing that I think a lot of folks who are watching us in our coverage of homes collapsing, they're thinking, why are they not just preemptively bulldozing these condemned homes? We know it's just a matter of time. What is the reasoning behind that? Does it have something to do with insurance and you have to wait for the ocean to claim them?
That's exactly it. So homeowners in these areas are in a special flood hazard zone. And the problem is the bulk of them are only eligible for FEMA insurance coverage, which is going to cap out at that $250K dwelling mark. And then that means they're exposed to significant risk long before those insurance funds are even available.
Let's talk about insurance, because I imagine that has to go up for coverage. If you buy this home, can you easily find insurance to cover it?
So your options are pretty limited. You've got FEMA's flood insurance, and then you could always go private with something like Lloyd's of London if you're going to pay for the structure 10 times over by then.
Yeah, definitely. What would you say the average insurance rate is per month or per year for a home? Maybe not ones that are right up against the coastline, but just as a point of reference for folks who are listening and who maybe are curious about investing in a property along the Outer Banks.
I mean, it's totally dependent on your flood zone, just kind of like anywhere else in the country. But I find that a lot of people are really surprised at how affordable our insurance is. Perfect example, I live here in Kill Devil Hills. My annual insurance is $3,600.
Wow. That's impressive.
It's cheaper than Florida in some cases, for
California,
sure.
New York.
Really
Yeah. Wow.
Well, great insights, because there's a lot of questions that have been coming up. So I wish you the best. It's good to hear that the market is still, busy and thriving. And we'd love to keep this conversation going with you. We're watching potentially a nor'easter, so could be adding more waves to your forecast. But thanks for your time. That is Kirsten Shackelford, Kirsten, real estate agent for SERHANT there in North Carolina. Have a great season, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Aileen Craig.